sit that right there, don't go nowhere, little baby gon' shake that, 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 shit, yeah, I like that, bring that right here, sit that right there, don't go.
Welcome back. We back with another reaction video. Today we're reacting to a Red Tree Stories video. Something about a thought about Alexandria thinks she can manipulate the police. The thumbnail, she's showing bras. I don't know what she got going on. Like, shorty, you can please cover up your undergarments. Ain't nobody trying to see that. Not today, not tomorrow. Let's get right into it though.
No, not necessarily.
This is a really ugly interview.
I know, but you want me to get you a cup of water, or is that good?
No,
you want a refill? All right, let me grab something. I'll be right back, okay?
It's cold in here.
You got a jacket or anything? Let me see if we got a blanket.
Okay. Thank you. Don't leave me in here forever.
This is 21-year-old Alexandra Schreffler. Back in 2016, Alexandra was brought in for questioning regarding the shooting death of 18-year-old Colton Shearer. Police believe that Alexandra lured Colton to her home so Jordan Coleman, Torian Johnson, and Ozell McNabb could rob and kill him.
What the hell am I looking at? Nigga, Donovan McNabb nephew fell off. What am I looking at, man? Damn, Torian Prince knockoff, nigga. Yeah, what are you doing? Hey, Jordan Coleman, nigga. He don't look like a Jordan. I'm gonna keep it a stack.
Alexandra believes that she is only being interviewed as a witness, and the detectives want to keep it that way.
I know you're witnessing this whole thing, but because we're talking to you in here, I'm just going to read you your rights, okay? And
I'm trying to help them as much as I can, but I don't really know much.
So y'all are over there, you're babysitting this 5-year-old. At 3 o'clock, you said? The mom comes home?
No, she got off work at 3, and she got there a little after 5.
A little after 5.
And then we went walking around, like, it was definitely before 6, but we didn't make it very far, and the mom ended up giving us a ride back to my house, which is where all that happened. When I don't remember what time I hit Colton up, but I messaged Colton and I was like, hey, what's your number? And he sent me his number, and then I texted him and he was like, who is this? And I was like, LOL, do you send everybody your number? Like at this time of night? Like, you just send it to me. And he was like, just kidding, just making sure it's you. What are you doing? Where are you at? What do you want to do? I was like, I'm trying to hang out. What are you trying to do? He's like, are you home? I was like, yeah. He's like, is it your house? I was like, yeah, I have a roommate, but he's not here. Like, y'all are more than welcome to come. Who are you with? He never told me who he was with. He asked who I was with multiple times, and I told him. And then never put the address in his GPS. I guess he drove by my house. I was like standing out inside the porch. He drove by my house like a few times, like stopped, backed up, like did some weird stuff. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm outside. I waited for like 10-15 minutes and I called him back. And then I was like, where are you at? He's like, on your road. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go change. And he's like, okay. And then he pulled up into my driveway. I walked out and I was on the phone with him. I walked out the door. I kicked the door open because you have to kick it to open it. I was on the phone with him. And he's like, I'm here. I was like, I know, I see you. And then he got out of his truck. He walked around the back. He like started walking up to the porch. And only one person came from this way. And it looked like they started rumbling and fighting. No guns, no nothing. But I freaked out. I ran inside. I did not shut the door. I told Celeste to go back to the back bedroom. Like, I don't know what the fuck's happening. She started screaming and crying and she was scared because as soon as I said that, boom, a bullet went. And I was like, I dropped to the floor and I like slid across, and I don't know if it came out of the kitchen or if it came out of the living room, but apparently there was a bullet that came through the mirror. So if there was...
At your house?
Yeah, I don't know if there was...
I don't want to interrupt this idiocy, but what the hell is she talking about? Bro, you telling me you babysitting and then randomly, out of nowhere, while you're supposed to be babysitting, say, yeah, let me just go on a date with this random ass individual who just hit me up today. What the fuck? Was I this dumb at 21?
I don't know how many gunshots there were because it happened so fast. Celeste said she heard 2 or 3, but I don't know how many I heard.
Okay.
Alexandra claims that she asked Colton to come over so they could hang out. As Colton was walking up to her home, she claimed she saw one figure attack Colton, and then she heard gunshots.
Got out of his truck, he walked around the back part of the truck, and like as soon as he like went to walk up on the stairs, someone came from this way. And then I know that I saw more than 6 people in my yard. I know for a fact. Maybe I was just freaking out and seeing shit. Okay,
so he's just walking up. He gets to that bottom step, and when you mean somebody attacks him, help me understand. Are they tackling him? Are they? I mean, what?
Like it wasn't like somebody was robbing somebody. Like nobody like went up with no guns. I never saw a gun, not one gun. I only heard gunshots. It looked like somebody was mad at him. Like they knew him. Like I mean, I couldn't see Colton's face or that person's face, but I mean the way it happened, like it looked like that was like somebody meant to do that.
Most likely when people take a chance of robbing somebody, especially.
But why my house? I don't even really.
I don't know. That we'll get to the bottom of it. We're gonna find out. But someone decided to specifically rob them at that point for some reason.
That's what I'm saying.
And that would lead me to believe maybe he was bringing over some marijuana or something. Some idiots were like, you know what? Let's get this.
I don't. I don't know. I don't think it was robbing. Like, Colton didn't even say, hey, I have a gun in the truck, like, nothing. Like, he didn't.
Okay. Is there anybody that you live around that might do something like this? Somebody on your road?
I don't really talk to my neighbors.
I'm just saying.
It sounds like a setup to me.
Because this stuff doesn't happen in Clay.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
To this house.
Is like some Jacksonville crap, where people get shot up. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't happen every night out here. This is definitely different.
The neighbors across the street are church-going people. The ones to the right of us are like goody two-shoe. His Nana's a crazy bitch.
What have you been told by police? Because you keep saying robbing and all that. Were they robbed?
He said somebody was robbed and killed.
Who did?
That person or whatever. That guy. When Celeste got back in the car, she said that the officer said that somebody had been killed. And the whole way here, we were trying to ask that officer, was it a robbery? Did somebody die? Like, why were they there? And he was just nonchalantly, like, answering half of the questions, like he wasn't giving us anything. Okay. So I'm kind of just like, trying to put it together.
Now, he may not know, to be honest with you.
Well, I understand that he may not know, and I was trying to push questions out of him that he may not have known because I'm trying to make sense of it in my head. Mm-hmm. But
Indigo.
Why else would somebody come to my house and do this? Why else? Like, why the would somebody come with a gun to my house? Like, I don't even...
The detective leaves the room and comes back with a laptop. His goal is to get Alexandra to log into her Facebook profile so he can see the messages between her and Colton. As she uses the laptop, Alexandra starts to let her guilt show.
It's cold. I'm gonna go home.
Listen to me. I was just talking to one of my supervisors over there trying to get some answers, okay? This is now a homicide investigation.
Sure.
I don't know yet.
You know, please.
No, I really don't. I don't. I really don't. I don't know the name of who's dead yet. But look at me, Alexandra. Look, do you go by Allie?
Yes.
Allie, I need you to take. You need to take this very seriously. I'm not saying anything, but someone was murdered in your front yard.
Don't say that. I just don't want this to come back on me because he's my friend and this is my house.
Well, think
what
about
if y'all don't catch these guys? Then what?
Well, I don't even want to think about that.
These guys.
But then what? This falls back on me. He came to my house. What if he's not alive?
I mean, it's a very serious situation. You're right. It is your house.
This isn't like stealing pizzas from a dollar store. This is somebody's life. That's
so
not
you
cool.
stole pizzas from a dollar store.
Notices that Alexandra is becoming very nervous as she shows him the messages between her and Colton. Not wanting to risk her deleting the messages, he shuts the laptop while she is still logged in, so his partner can read the messages later.
Those people were not randomly there.
What do you mean? In my situation?
This situation, the whole situation. All we're trying to find out is why those people are there and who they are. Okay? And our best shot is for you to tell us. Because they did not pick that address randomly and happen to be there.
I understand that.
So either you facilitated something or your friend did, but the bottom line is it didn't happen without your knowledge.
You know what I'm saying?
That what just happened in my yard with those people?
I don't think that you intended for what happened to happen. I'm saying those people that came there, you have some knowledge about who they are.
I don't. I swear to God, I don't. I would tell you if I don't. Or if I did.
Bro, y'all gotta stop.
Well, I think you'd be afraid at first because everybody would be. And nobody sits down and immediately tells us.
No, afraid was hearing gunshots go through my doors and my windows. Mm-hmm. That was afraid.
Okay. But now we're at this situation where we need to find out who they were.
That was not aimed at you.
And the only people who's going to tell us is probably going to be you.
Me?
Or your friend. I don't know their girl's name yet. Celeste.
This is what I didn't want to happen. I'm being completely honest, and I told you this shit was gonna happen.
We're trying to figure it out though, and think about it logically.
It could be anybody. You know how people are like the shit that goes on at that house?
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna say nothing else. I'm gonna let him talk to you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we're just trying to figure out who the people are.
What are the chances that just people you have no idea who they are decided to sit on your house and by chance wait for this truck to pull up to rob them?
Yeah, that's
that
crazy.
doesn't happen. It doesn't happen, and you know it. You've already said that. So here's what you gotta decide.
I'm aware that the house was a dangerous place to be. I'm aware that there were people threatening, but did I think anybody was gonna do anything? No.
Okay. Well, who was threatening then?
Nobody does.
Allie, look at me.
Bro, stop.
Allie, here's the deal. We're at a point now where you're protecting somebody who killed someone.
No, I'm not. I don't know who pulled the trigger. I don't know those people.
You just held back on me.
No.
You just held back on me. I don't know why you're protecting the murderer.
I'm not. Now I'm being defensive because I feel like now everybody's blaming this on me. And I literally was just trying to hang out with the
Okay, but hear me out. Regardless of what your intentions were, like a bad thing happened. That you set up, hey, come over here. This is my address. Come hang out, or we'll leave from here.
If that was gonna happen, why the hell would I give them my direct address? Why? Why wouldn't I give them the address next door? I'm smarter than that. If I was gonna set that up, it wouldn't have happened like that. Mm-hmm. Dead or not dead, it wouldn't have happened like that. And I wouldn't have did it in my yard. I wouldn't have did it in my yard. I wouldn't let anybody do anything in my yard like that ever. Why would I do that? I would be sitting right here.
I kind of respect that. Like, she's like, nigga, I'm not that dumb. Indigo, I'm not that dumb. I can respect it. At the same time, I just don't believe it. I don't believe that you're not that dumb. Like, why would you even tell him to come over? As soon as you told him to come over, it was over with. You got text messages of him pulling up. You got cars of him on the way. All of these things are being logged. As soon as police say, oh, well, he was here, this happened, you're cooked. And it's in that era where Ring cameras is prevalent. You're baked.
Why would I tell you?
I agree with you. The problem is something you just told me, is that you knew it was a dangerous place. There were threats made, but you didn't think anything would happen like that.
That don't make sense.
I didn't.
You just told me.
But I don't think that this has anything to do with that. I don't know what this has to do with. I don't know anything anymore.
All right, Savannah, she's a white female.
Am I gonna be arrested for this?
I don't see any reason. Have you done anything wrong?
No, but I feel like everybody's making me feel like I have because he's dead.
You know what that is, though? That's guilt.
That's guilt.
That's nothing we're doing. That's nothing we're doing. Understand we're frustrated because people aren't telling us the truth.
I know that this is serious. I'm aware that this is serious. I run in with you guys all the time over petty stuff. Over petty stuff, this is not petty. And do I freak out? Yes, I freak out all the time because I panic. But it does not mean I'm lying. At all, whatsoever. There may be parts and things that are mixed up in my head that I can't put the whole truth to, but I'm not lying.
Alexandra changes her story.
There may be things in my head that I can't put the whole truth to. I.e., I have secrets that I cannot divulge or tell you in a way that will not incriminate myself. Like, shorty, anybody who can read between the lines can understand that you're lying right now. What the are you talking about?
And says she knows Colton was a drug dealer, and her plan was to get together with him and go purchase some drugs.
You know what almost makes more sense to me in this whole thing? Is
he's the drug dealer.
He was coming over to give y'all pot or whatever, or to sell y'all pot. I'm not saying, just hear me out. I promise I'm going to let you talk. It just would make more sense to me that he came over with drugs, either to smoke out, hang out, or whatever, but he came over with drugs. Someone knew about it. Someone had to have known about it. There's way more to this.
There was plans to go get drugs, not have drugs. He didn't have drugs when he got there.
Oh, yes, he did. I can tell you 100%.
He's a drug dealer.
Okay, well.
You're capping.
You see what I'm saying?
Why would I
didn't
not
know
make
he
a
had
play?
drugs when he got there. There was plans to go get drugs.
But I'm just saying, when he comes over, what's in y'all's mind? What's y'all's plan? Go get weed, smoke out?
Why? I'm sorry. I keep pausing, but she's saying that doesn't make any sense. Why would me, as the person who is the procurer and distributor of said drugs, proceed to then go to my customer and say, oh yeah, let's go get this together? That would never happen in life. What the are you talking about? If anything goes down, you're going to expose me and the plug. So that's not happening. That would never happen in life. I don't think there would ever be an instance in which someone would be that dumb, unless he wanted to hit or something. There's no way he would be that dumb as to expose where he's copping from, who he's copping from, if he is making money off of selling the drugs. You sound dumb. What are you talking about?
Gal,
probably.
Go get coke.
Probably.
Okay.
I mean, depends on how the night goes. I mean, it doesn't. I don't know.
If there's anything else, if someone was hanging out with you earlier, or if you invited somebody else over and you are not telling me that.
I'm trying to think before you ask that question again.
But if you, I'm just warning, I'm giving you a fair warning. If you are not telling me that and it comes out later, understand you definitely could be charged with accessory to murder. So that's why I say think very, very carefully.
My stomach drops when you say that.
It should.
I mean, I feel safe in my own home now. And if I personally set up a robbery that was like, look, this kid's coming, blah, 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 come rob the f*** out of him and kill him, or don't kill him, or hurt him, or whatever you want to do it. Why would I bring them to my house?
Because a robbery is no...
Even if they're robbed, and the way you're making it seem, like, or the way that it's being, like, the way it looks or seems or anything, why would I send somebody I know, somebody that's my friend, or not even like my friend, but associates like with me, like we talk on Facebook, like somebody that knows me as a person. Why would I bring him to my house to be robbed? If it was a complete stranger, okay, hell yeah, I'll put the handcuffs on.
It's way easier to rob somebody that you know than someone you don't. What are you talking about? Like, you have all of the opportunity and chance because you have created the bond. So when you slime them out, that's how betrayal happens. You can't betray somebody that is a random stranger to you. What the are you talking about? So it's clear that you betrayed the nigga. Let me line him up. Oh, let's talk over Facebook. Blah, 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 blah. We get a report. Then you say, oh, pull up. And then you and your roommates rob him. Why are you acting like that's just so far out of the possibilities? Like, I don't understand. What?
Maybe. But why would I do that to him?
The detective is about to bluff Alexandra by telling her that the friend she was with has already spoken with another officer and told him that Alexandra and her boyfriend Jordan set up Colton to be robbed.
Then why would Celeste say that you and Jordan set this up?
She didn't say that.
She She didn't.
Because I don't know where Jordan is.
Well, I mean, but why would I lie
How
to
are
you
we
about it?
popularizing ego?
I don't know, to get answers to see if I'm lying.
I couldn't even remember the kid's name. That's why I just had to look at the text message.
She said that me and Jordan set this up?
Yeah.
That's really what she said?
Yes, no games. No games, no tricks.
Shorty, why would
and
you
that's
ever
what I'm.
believe
That's what I'm
bro?
saying
I'm
here.
not taking
Telling you,
these niggas say at
Ali,
face
you
value.
didn't set up a murder, okay? You set up a stupid ass drug rip that went bad. That part that went bad is not on you. If you continue to lie, there's a good chance it's gonna stick to you.
Okay, so
Do you know
say
what
that you're not
conspiracy
just
is?
pulling my freaking.
This is no
This is
games,
talking
Ali. This is no games. I'm not lying to you. This is serious.
He's
Okay,
lying, though.
And you're a good person, and I don't want to see you go down for something stupid.
He just
Okay,
lied
tell me the
again.
truth. But either way, even if she said that and it's true, I go to jail. Right?
No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Did you pull a trigger, Ali?
No. No,
Y'all
why
are
would I
not
kill
good at your
somebody?
job. I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly. So let's
Like,
cut
brother,
this
we all
out.
know you're
You
lying.
didn't pull a trigger.
Do it better.
Okay, you made some mistakes, but let's own up to them. Someone died. This is bigger than just some. You're worried about little petty shit.
I want to go
Fact.
home. I don't want to go to jail.
Like, put real
What do you
pressure
think
on
your
them.
best
Stop the lying.
options are to go home? You think it's to continue to sit here and feed me a bunch of BS, or do you think it's to be like, hey, listen, I'll own up to this little stupid ass thing I set up, but
Actually, the best option to go home is the first answer. Actually, there's another option that you're probably not even going to present to her. She calls for her lawyer. She doesn't interact nor talk to y'all, and then y'all have to do y'all job. Not to be that guy. Like, again, normally I'm on the side of the person who lost their life. Like, nigga, as long as he wasn't doing anything egregious, there should, for the most part, be no reason why that person lost their life. So normally I'm on the victim side, but like, as the perpetrator, what are you talking about? Don't listen to this dumbass. Shh. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing to you. We're not having this interaction, and I'm not going to be on YouTube in the middle of an interrogation room because I'm going to call for a lawyer. I need to contact my lawyer. I'm not doing this. Oh, we're not doing none of this. Brother, you're not getting a
but
statement
there was
from me.
no intention for any of this to happen. That's on someone else. You see what I'm saying? It's completely different. Completely different. This is no games. I'm not trying to trick you at all, because what she's saying is sure as hell enough to put you in jail. If you are involved in setting up a robbery, enough people are going to tell us
And
this.
that's illegal.
Yes, it's a conspiracy to commit robbery. It is illegal. However, you know who killed him.
I don't know who killed him. I don't
Okay,
know.
but you know who is involved in the robbery, alley, and you can give me information that will help me lead to someone who has murdered your friend. But right now you are holding back because you're afraid of some stupid charge.
It's not stupid. It's
I know it's
bad.
not stupid to you. I
I've
know.
never
I
been
know.
to jail.
I understand that. But let me tell you something, Allie. The way this is panning out with everybody else talking, if you do not tell me the truth, you're going to go to jail for a long time.
Please don't say that.
Tell me the truth about your
You promise if I tell you the
small
truth, you're not going to put me in jail? You promise?
I can tell you right now, from talking with you, I don't think you've murdered anybody. I don't think you set up a murder or anything like that. I will not drop a booking sheet on you for murder or anything like that.
I want y'all to realize he did not answer her question. I want y'all to realize this is why you need to be observative and just understand everything that's going on, because situational awareness is so key. He is purposely choosing his words carefully. He is trying to not make promises that he know he can't keep. So when she says, "You promised me that I'm not going to go to jail," he then proceeds to misdirect, say two other statements that have nothing to do with the statement she then said, and then he proceeds to say, "I will not drop a booking sheet on you for murder," or anything like that. I need something more specific, like "I'm not going." Then maybe. But I know you don't have the authority to do that. So there's no reason for me to be here having this conversation. Thank you. What is he talking about? I promise you're not gonna go. I will not drop a booking sheet. Yeah, you don't have to do it. Your partner can do it. And then you would still be keeping your promise. You see how many ways you can just loophole that? Like, what the is he talking about? You're not giving me no confirmation nor making me feel better about anything that's going on in this situation. So why would I be going for this? It's like base level manipulation, and it's sad because y'all be going for this. Fight back.
But I cannot listen to me. You put yourself in a bad situation. I'm not going to make you any promises. It's everything that's going on around us with everybody talking, Celeste talking, and then we're going to start piecing this all together. It sounds like everybody's starting to give it up. Those are the ones who aren't going to go to jail for a long time. The people who don't tell us the truth and lie and all that, when it comes out, they're going to be the ones that get examples made out of them because they were not cooperative. They show no remorse for human life, and they will not even just talk.
I do care.
But everyone's got a side to a story. If you don't tell your side of the story, then, I mean, that's on you. That's on you, and you're going to get charged. 100%. So make your decisions.
All I did was come over. That's all I did, to come over and hang out.
Right, that's your involvement.
And they went over there and they robbed him.
Exactly. Your only involvement is you asked your friend to come over. You didn't tell anybody to go do anything.
No.
You just asked your friend to come over, right? But who went over and robbed him?
I don't know all their names.
Give me something so I can go back and I can tell them that you're being honest with me.
There were 3 black guys.
Okay.
And I don't know any other names. And then
3, I was seeing 2.
Tell me how all this came out to be then.
Mind you, she said one other white guy, and that's supposedly her boyfriend. You named the You named the 3 black people first, supposedly, because I only seen 2 pictures of black people. It was 2 pictures of 2 black people, your boyfriend, and you. So you capping right now. I don't. We shouldn't be entertaining none of this she talk about. But let's keep entertaining it. Why did you mention the black people first and not your boyfriend, who you just said that you didn't know? What the are you talking about?
Everybody's just dumb. They're all dumb.
Just give her life, my nigga.
They don't think, even when I say no, they don't listen. Whether it's robbing somebody or whether it's anything, they don't listen.
Okay.
And because I'm friends with them, I have to go down with them. And because
you just said
that's not necessarily true, but you don't know that.
You could be a witness in this whole thing.
It's a paradox.
I'm not a witness when I invited Colton over. If I never invited Colton over, they would have never done any of that.
I mean, there is some truth to that, absolutely.
They would have never done any of it.
I'm proud of you for acknowledging that. Who told you to invite him there, Allie? Jordan?
And he wouldn't leave it alone.
Okay. What do you mean he wouldn't leave it alone? He just wouldn't. He just kept on?
Yes.
When was Jordan over at your house?
He lives there.
He lives there? Okay, he lives there. What was Jordan's plan?
The fact that all this is coming out
now is
crazy.
They didn't tell me. I swear to God they didn't. The only thing that they said was to bring them over, and I was like, I am, but I think I'm leaving. And Jordan didn't even ask me. He was like, are you leaving with him? I said, yeah, I think I am. I don't think you should do this. He doesn't deserve it. And then I walked outside on the phone with Colin, and Celeste was getting ready. And they just did it. And I said, no, please stop. And they didn't stop.
Mind you, she's supposed to be babysitting at this time.
What did you see when you walked outside?
They just attacked him.
Who? I mean, I know Jordan, but who? I mean, who attacked?
I swear, I don't know the other people.
Okay. What did Jordan do when they pulled up?
I didn't see him. I didn't see where he came from. I didn't see where any of them came from. They were on the front porch. They didn't even know that Colton went to the gas station. They didn't know nothing. I didn't give Colton the right address on purpose. I gave Colton the wrong address multiple times, and he still kept coming, and they still wouldn't leave it alone.
So you gave him the wrong address?
Well,
you know what you could have did instead of giving them the wrong address? Tell them to not come because these are planning to rob you. Like, I'm sorry, all of these tears in the interrogation room after you done got Colton knocked off the map, they're falling on deaf ears to me. These are crocodile tears to me. I don't care if she's actually crying or not. Because what the are you talking about? Crying because you got caught? You're crying because you're implicated? What the are you saying?
the whole time.
Hoping that he wouldn't make it out there because you knew they were going to rob him. And you got a conscience.
They didn't have anything to rob. I didn't think he had anything on him, and that is the truth. I didn't think they had anything on him.
Why did they think he did?
Because he sells drugs.
Because he's a drug dealer? I mean, why?
No, Jordan was just...
When you're talking them out of it, what are they saying they're going to do? I mean, just rob him at gunpoint, or are they...
No, I don't think they had a gun. Jordan doesn't own a gun.
But
they never said anything about a gun, never.
Okay, but how?
Here we go, y'all.
There's a reason why you were giving him the wrong address and why you're trying to prevent this from happening. What did you think was going to happen?
I didn't want them to fail at robbing somebody and then my name look bad. And 2, I didn't want them to rob him anyways.
But they told you they were going to...
You do realize even if they were successful at robbing him, it would still make your name look bad because you were the one who instituted the whole thing. You don't hit him up, he doesn't go over there. Therefore, he doesn't get robbed, nor lose his life. But because you hit him up, your name's going to be bad regardless, and you're not going to be able to get drugs unless that drug dealer is crazy or he keeps that file on him and is ready. So,
gonna rob him, right? Now, I guess they weren't very specific.
No, they said if he has anything, we're taking it. They didn't say we're gonna rob him.
Robbery.
That's a robbery.
In a roundabout way,
Dumbass.
that's a robbery. They told you if he has something, we're gonna take it.
Sure.
Did they specifically ask you to call Colton, or did you just because you
She
needed to
trolling
get
this.
Colton?
No, I called Colton because I wanted to hang out with Colton.
But they asked you for someone to invite someone over who had drugs, right? Or that.
Yes, and I guess they just assumed that was Colton.
Alexandra claims that she did everything in her power to prevent the robbery, but her boyfriend Jordan would not listen. As Colton was approaching her house, he was attacked by Jordan and 2 of his friends. With the confession out of the way, Alexandra's only concern is what will happen to her.
You're a police officer and a detective. You're not dumb. What charges am I looking at?
You're looking at accessory to all this.
No. This is why I didn't want you to tell the truth, because this is not.
You were looking at that before,
That's
Alex.
what you did.
Before you even told me
What are you
anything.
talking about?
Before you,
Already
it's like I told you from the beginning.
Accessory to murder?
Absolutely.
Yes.
You could be.
Lost his life, dude.
That's an option, but we have something called discretion.
What's that?
That means it means when I pull you over, I can decide whether to write you a ticket or write you a warning. If you committed a crime, a misdemeanor crime, I can write you a ticket or I can take you to jail. Okay? When you're involved in a serious felony investigation and stuff, we can. I mean, other than going to jail, we can use your testimony as a witness. There's different things, but I can't make you any promises as far as anything of that goes because we don't even have, to my knowledge, we don't even have Jordan in custody yet. So tell me what your involvement is exactly. What is your involvement in this?
Listen, if I'm promised not to go to jail, I will tell you start to end.
He can't promise you that. I don't know what world you think this is. This is being recorded. If he makes that promise, nigga, this case is cooked, or at least your part of the case is cooked. And he's cooked.
But I have to have an attorney or something to help me. I'm only 21. I know nothing about anything y'all are doing. Nothing.
Okay.
I know I made a dumb mistake, and I know Cole is out of life. I have to live with that for the rest of my life.
Allie, hear me out.
But my life matters too.
You're right. We went over your rights, right, at the beginning of this.
Not
you know your
me.
rights, okay? I can't tell you whether or not you need an attorney or anything like that. If you want an attorney, that is absolutely your right. If you want an attorney,
What does that do when I say
I'm
that?
done talking to you, and then you're going to jail.
That's what
That'll be it. Here, basically, before we go any further, because you mentioned attorney, I just want to clarify. Do you still wish to speak with me, or would you rather have an attorney present?
I don't know what the best option is at this point.
I can't tell you what the best option is. I don't want to sway you either way.
Call for your
It's
lawyer,
up
but
to
you
you.
already confessed without.
I've told you, and I've been straight from you from the get-go, no games. You are in trouble. With you saying that you want to tell the truth, you tell me you still want to talk to me?
Yes.
You do not want an attorney present. You're willing to talk to me. I need verbally.
Yes.
Okay.
After clarifying that Alexandra does not wish to speak with a lawyer, the detective continues the interrogation. His goal now is to get Alexandra to admit that she knew about the plan to rob Colton.
I had a feeling they were going to, because they talk about it all the time, but they never really do anything. They don't ever do it.
You had a feeling they were going to do what?
I had a feeling they were going to rob somebody, some way, something, somehow. Like, I'm just singing like a bird right now.
No, you're not singing. You're not singing like a bird. You know what? You're telling the truth.
Not
Just
even
like it
hitting
sounds
the
like
right
everybody's
notes.
doing.
Thank you.
It sounds like listen.
You're not even
This
hitting
is
the
we're not.
right
Do you believe me
notes.
now? Do my stories match now?
Singing like
makes
a
a lot more
bird.
Okay. All right, so
So
let's
this
go
is the
back.
first one
He's
they
bugging
picked
you
up.
about called, and then Jordan tells you he's on Old Jennings. You can find a ride. Y'all make
He's
plans.
just pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and he just wants to rob something, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Does he need money for something? I mean, is there?
No. If he needed money, why can't he go get a job? It's so easy for a guy to get a job. If I was a guy, I would have money.
And then we get into the sexist spiel. She just said if I was a guy, it would be so easy to get a job. I don't know what year this is, shorty, but okay. Secondly, you're a female. If you wanted money, you have multiple ways to get it. It's a lot of weirdos on the internet. So, you're chatting. You're chatting. What is she talking about? Like, I don't even want to get into that. That's not what this channel is for. We're here to observe idiots or funny and learn something. But no, please stop. Please stop. Please stop.
For real. You can go fucking dig holes for
in
$1,000 a
America.
week.
What is she talking
Whether
about?
you're a felon or not.
Is he an addict? Maybe. I mean, does he need to support his addiction or?
I don't think so. I just think he does it for fun. What is What is felony murder?
It's basically a murder charge. It says anytime you enter an agreement to commit a felony, which was the robbery, and someone dies as a result, it's
felony murder.
And when am I supposed to go to jail today?
Yeah, you'll go to jail here in a little while once we get the booking sheets done and we get everything written up. You'll go to jail from here.
Nigga, she been in there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's not a great place to be. You don't want to go there. It's not the best place to be.
Why did I tell the truth?
Baby girl, they were gonna get you with accessory regardless. You're chatting. You could have just sat there though. Don't give me stack. You were still gonna try. They were still gonna try to get you with it.
I'm going to jail for murder.
You was gonna break regardless. It's not like you did it by yourself. That's why you do your crime dolly.
This is just a bad dream.
I can't tell on myself unless I'm stupid.
This is a bad dream. This is a bad dream. Please, dear Lord.
Actually, I like that ball go through beforehand. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, she think this is stupid.
Can I just be taken to jail?
Consequences.
Am I going to be put in the room with other murderers?
Look quivering at.
No.
Wow. Yeah, just wow, brother.
When I go there, how am I supposed? If I can't make a call before I go to jail, how am I supposed to figure anything out when I'm in there?
When you get there, you can make phone calls.
But I don't know people's numbers like that.
You don't know like parents or anybody's phone number?
That's a problem.
No.
Is there? I'm not sure where your phone's at because I know it was out of the house,
I
right?
don't have a phone.
Oh, you don't have a phone?
So how was you gonna call anybody anyway?
Facebook, but I know my mom and my grandpa's number, but I don't know if they're. I mean, I know.
Why are you crying right now? I mean, I know why you're crying right now, but you should have cried beforehand, like before they even thought about the plan to take Colton off the game. Like, you're just chatting. I hate you. Actually, what you scared of? Consequences? Should have been scared of those beforehand. Beforehand. Those would have stopped you from doing some dumb stuff.
I don't know their number. I know one person's number to call and get their numbers.
Okay, that'll be the person you need to call.
But I don't have any money on anybody's phone.
You can't call that way anyway. It's all collect from the jail.
Right.
Is it like 20 seconds?
No, you get 20 minutes.
Dang.
Usually, it's called.
That's enough
They have
time.
to pay for it when you call them. They have to accept it.
And I'm not gonna be with a bunch of people in jail who are gonna kill me, am I?
No. They don't put you in any.
She watched too much
all the
TV.
correction officers watching.
Shit, not enough.
Correction officers watching everything that goes on. So.
Or am I gonna be sitting here until the other people are caught?
No, we're trying to get your booking sheets done. We're actually chasing one of them right now. Zelle's being chased right now through the woods. We already got Jordan and Torin, so we're waiting on.
They were where I said they'd be.
No, they were somewhere else.
They don't give a. They've been to prison, and obviously they don't care who they're taking down with them.
Why are you acting like you're not involved with this idiocy? You facilitated this. What the f is she talking about? Jesus.
What makes a young lady like you go along with a plan like this? Was it drugs? Was it?
You know, the sad thing is the only drug that I do is pot.
Yeah, and I swear it ain't worth killing somebody. I promise you.
And I can't explain why I did what I did. It wasn't. What happened wasn't intentional. It wasn't
Nah,
what
she think life is a game. I can tell her to
I guess I got involved with people, a lot more people that didn't have a lot to lose and could have cared less. Because I would have never done that. And now I'm taking a charge for something I would have never done. And somebody's dead that doesn't deserve to be dead. And now I'm gonna go to jail for murder. And I really just keep praying that this is a dream.
Bitch, what?
Can I get you some more water? Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Like, what is she talking
I
about?
hate you.
You should hate yourself.
There's nothing I can do to fix
Also,
it.
she didn't notice that nigga just said,
No, you've done everything
we
right,
just
in my
caught
opinion.
the 3 of them.
You've been cooperating, and that'll show. Okay, they'll look at that for you. Okay.
Meaning you were the only one to break
It's
it.
not like a petty theft charge or something. It's murder.
You're correct. You're correct, and but that's gonna go. I mean, I think
There's no way to ever get it off my record. I'm always going to be a murderer.
there's different things the defense attorney can do, but you'll have to talk with him about that. Okay.
Yeah,
I can't give you
ounce
appearance that I'm
that charge
making
or
promises
something like that,
or
but
make you think I'm offering
you're
anything
cool.
else because that's not what I
Nobody
do.
said anything about murder when I first came
Plead
in
the lesser
here.
charges and shit.
They said accessory, and now I'm being charged with full-blown murder. And I didn't kill anybody.
You're being charged with felony murder, which means that you entered into a felony and it resulted in somebody's death. So it's not the same as murder.
The fact that you can enter into a felony like this someplace or some shit.
How old are you?
You need to be trying to commit a felony.
You've never been arrested, right? You've been cooperating with us. So the defense attorney's going to work with you on this, okay? And they'll talk with you about it.
I can't go to prison. What's the point of even going to prison? Why can't you just kill? Why can't I just be? What's the? It's literally about to ruin my life.
You made some poor choices for sure. You made some.
She said, "Why can't she just be?" I mean, if you wanted to, you could get that arranged. I don't think it's the best option. Also, kind of irresponsible that you got a little buddy taking out the game and you can't at least, I don't know, stay in prison for 10 to 15 years. Then think about taking yourself out the game. Damn. Atone a little bit first. You just want to quit off the rip.
Poor choices. Now you got to see what you're going to do with it now. Okay? You make some good choices now. Figure out.
I have nobody to help me fix this.
No, it's on you. You're 21. You're an adult.
21.
You've been an adult for a while. You made your own choices. Now you got to work through it. There's plenty of people who go to prison and get out and do good things while they're in prison even.
See?
And that's what choices you have to make now. Make good choices from here on out. Talk with your defense attorney. See what they can work with you on.
I don't have a defense attorney.
You will in the morning. First thing in the morning.
You'll
get a public defender first thing in the morning. You'll have one.
I don't want to go to jail right now. I don't want to sit in here.
We're working on that. Unfortunately, we've got a lot of patrol units tied up right now chasing hoes out. So as soon as we can catch you in or get some people freed up, we'll be getting you out of here, okay?
Good luck catching him.
I think we'll get him.
They say good.
News Jax was in court today to hear a mother speak directly to one of the 4 people going to prison for her son's murder. Alexandria Schreffler was sentenced to 15 years in prison for her part in the murder of 18-year-old Colton Shearer. Action News Jax Bridget Matter was in the courtroom as the...
Colton, you was tough at baseball? Brother, why are you selling drugs? It's because you had easy access or something? I don't understand. Brother, I'm not touching no drugs. I'm tough at baseball. I'm about to go get me 100 million. 100 million. Sign me up. About to go crazy. I'm trying to go to the major league.
As Colton's mother gave an emotional statement 3 years after losing her son.
Alexandria Schreffler, she was facing up to life in prison for her part in Colton Shearer's death. Today, a judge sentenced her to 15 years in prison. July of 2016, 18-year-old Colton Shearer was lured to a home before being attacked and killed. Investigators say Jordan Coleman told Alexandra Schreffler to find someone to rob. Schreffler suggested Colton Shearer was an easy target. When Shearer arrived, he was attacked by 3 men. Deputies later arrested Coleman and Schreffler, along with Taureen Johnson and Oziel McNabb Jr.
I hold you the most responsible for Coleman's death. Had it not been for your senseless actions of luring him there that night, there's no doubt in my mind that he would still be here with us today.
While an arrest warrant says Schreffler never got out of the home during the attack, in today's hearing, Shearer's mother says her son trusted Schreffler would never put him in danger.
You knew when you sent him that message that you would be putting him in a terrible situation. He trusted you.
Schreffler pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of armed robbery in exchange for cooperation in the cases against her 3 co-defendants. Schreffler was sentenced to 15 years in prison, and Shearer's mother says she faces a lifetime of grief.
I'm forever broken. I will never be the same person.
And while all 4 involved have officially been sentenced today, Colton Shearer's mother says she'll never have true justice for her son's death. In Clay County, Bridget Matter, CBS 47, Action News Jax.
And the 3 other people involved in the killing of Colton Shearer have all been sentenced. Jordan Coleman was sentenced to 25 years in Florida State Prison. Taureen Johnson received a 30-year prison sentence, and Oziel McNabb will serve 26 years in prison.
Yeah, pretty fair.
In the end, a life was taken, and those involved with his death will be spending most, if not all, of their lives in prison for $20 in cash they found in Colton's pocket.
For $20? $20? But I can't even give you shit in this economy. $20?
What are your thoughts on this case? Should Alexandra have received more or less time?
It's conflicting for me because she is the reason why he even came there. If it wasn't for her, if her existence wasn't a thing, if he never met her, he would probably still be alive. So, 15, she probably do need about a 30 mile. Matter of fact, they all should have got the same time. Life. L them up. They're young. Lil Buddy was 18. So there's that. Like Colton was 18. There's that. They saying he was a drug dealer. I didn't see any proof of that. Also, the things she was saying, I definitely can't believe. So I'm not gonna believe that Colton was a drug dealer. Now, if he was, also, he had $20. Y'all did that for $20. Y'all ain't even like. This is how I know y'all niggas are the worst criminals ever. You gonna hit a lick, you have to make sure the lick has bread. Therefore, you set up a play. Why am I doing this? As beside the point, disregard everything I just said beforehand. Rest in peace, Colton. My condolences to the family. The 4 idiots, the 4 amigos, then said, yeah, bro, let's do something reckless. Yeah, they should have got the same amount of time. 30 ball, 40 ball, L them. But maybe they come out, try to do something better with their lives, try to improve the world. Who knows? That's the end of the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Share your thoughts on the video in the comment section below. Hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date when I drop videos on this channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Stay safe, y'all.
Would you take this dance? But baby, you got your man. You ever stumble about it? She got my hand, we doing spins in the sand. Got me in the trance, moves way too advanced. I'm a novice in this dance. You got